I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams here at Staples Center, the house that Jerry built.
Jerry Buss or Jerry West?
One's a logo, but both, Jay, are legends. The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway in downtown Los Angeles. Bradley to Danny Green. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Harden has it up the floor. To Westbrook. Here comes the screen. Takes stock of the floor. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it. Russell Westbrook. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 81% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. LeBron with it up top. His team up by 1. Bradley tosses. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Baseline drive from the outside, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Harden. To Westbrook. Here comes the screen. Oh, Russell Westbrook missed his first. That one goes.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Lakers at the controls right now. James matched up with P.J. Tucker. Short jumper misses.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Shot clock to 4 for Houston. It's Westbrook. And the rebound comes down to Green. Bradley to James. From long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Westbrook into the front court. They're down 3. Covington to Westbrook. And he'll go to the foul line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Tyson Chandler at the line for 2 shots. Career mark of 64%. First free throw is good. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Bradley gets it in the left corner. To James. nothing going here on that drive. James to Danny Green. Beyond the arc for three. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the three.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
It's James Harden once again to Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook. 2 of 4 now. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
And the Rockets have the rebound. Harden in possession. Down 3. To Westbrook. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Harden. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one, count it.
That boy got jumper.
Able to convert on both free throws. It's Russ at the controls. To Harden. Surveys the floor. Harden to Westbrook. Ouch. Doesn't look good here. Mike D'Antoni going to make some changes. Hope he makes a speedy recovery after the game. First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Los Angeles, they have it. Bradley to James. Probing the defense. Screen coming. Tyson Chandler able to recover with the block. Rivers into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Harden. Got it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
LeBron into the front court. Leads just a point. Screen coming. James to Danny Green. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Harden matched up with Howard. To Covington. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Anthony Davis. 2 for 2. That's what you want. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Not that time.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Danny Green against Harden. Won't go down. And now Houston has the basketball. Covington to Harden. To Covington. Harden. Textbook defense. To Bradley. They go down to Davis. The shot, almost.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Danny Green down low for Davis. Anthony Davis. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Old school equals high percentage.
Harden with it up top. 5-point game. Here comes the screen. Rivers up against the 8-time All-Star. Covington to Rivers. Down low for Tucker. Nice pass to get things going. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. New blood coming in for both sides. Bradley to Danny Green. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Gordon with it. Down 5. To Harden. Gordon, guarded by Howard. Goes to the left side. To Harden. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Dwight Howard, couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. Knocks down the first. So he hits the first, misses the second. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Now down 6. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Danny Green. Sizing up the defense. Here comes the screen. Danny Green. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Carroll matched up with Howard. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Here comes the screen. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
First try at the line, no good. Second and 3, got it.
Good shot, man.
Lakers ball.
I got ball.
Rondo, guarded by the former Dookie. To Howard. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And a nice finish at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Here's Rondo with it. Leads a bucket. To Danny Green. Short jumper off the mark. Austin Rivers. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by DeMarre Carroll. Time to shuffle things up. To Danny Green. Shot from the lane won't go. Can't connect from in close. Goes reverse to lay it in. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 1 quarter down. It's all even at the end of this quarter. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. Gordon with it. Looking to make something happen. Able to convert inside.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Lakers at the controls right now. Markieff Morris matched up with Rivers. Curling inside. A drive, but he can't get it to go. Rivers with the basketball. Lead is 2. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Short jumper, won't fall.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Rivers into the front court, up by 3. Here comes the screen. For 3. Off the mark. No good. Into the front court comes Rondo. They're down 3. To Caldwell Pope. To Davis. Down low. Around the perimeter. Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma. Off the mark. Gordon with it. Leads 3. To Rivers. And the rebound gathered in by Davis. Trying to cash in. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Here comes the screen. Anthony Davis takes on Eric Gordon. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Markieff Morris picked up by Rivers. To Davis. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Off the mark on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Rivers to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. To Covington. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. James to Davis. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Gordon with it. They trail by 2. Screen coming. Gordon guarded by Howard. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Davis. Anthony Davis. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Has a look. Gordon shot, no good. Los Angeles, they have it. Caldwell Pope, defended by Eric Gordon. They'll get it down to Davis. The rebound belongs to Houston. Gordon with it. Down just a couple. To Covington. Gets it in the left corner. That's no good. Davis. Good look that time, but off the mark.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chippy.
To James. LeBron James. He's 3 for 7.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis, and a chance at 3.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Anthony Davis at the line for a chance at a 3-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Driving is Harden, but he can't get it to go down. LBJ. From the painted area, won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Harden. Here comes the screen. Harden. And draws the foul.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Tyson Chandler has got 2 shots coming, shooting 75% so far tonight. And hits the first free throw. James 2 for 2 at the line. Los Angeles has the basketball. Rondo matched up with Harden. To Howard. James. You got it. To Davis. James. Now that's a contest. Harden with the basketball. Down 5. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. To Davis. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. Nope. First one does not go. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Harden in possession. Now down 6. Tucker against Markieff Morris. Here comes the screen. Tucker. Shot clock winding down. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
LeBron James with the rock. To Howard. Stuffs it down with authority.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Harden into the front court. Down 6. To P.J. Tucker. Harden. They get it down to Tucker. The pass set it all up.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
And a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Carroll, guarded by Howard. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
It's James controlling the offense. Here comes the screen. James against the great shot blocker, Chandler. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Across the timeline comes James. Leads 4. Kuzma to Danny Green. He gets it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Here comes the screen. To Covington. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Trying to cash in. Tucker with a shot that misses.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Rockets have the ball. McLemore matched up with Howard. Goes to the left side. Shot clock winding down. Tucker fires the 3. That won't go. To James. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Over to the right side. For 3. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second of 3 is good. Misses the last one. 1 for 3 trip. Bradley. They go down to Davis. Shot from the lane won't go. Here comes the screen. James Harden fires for 2. LeBron James. It's Harden to pull down the rebound. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Lakers will start the second half with a decent lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Rockets have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Assists.
The Houston Rockets are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
The chosen one did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. It's Rockets ball.
Screen on your left. Screen on your left.
Harden to Rivers. The screen sets him up for two.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
LeBron into the front court. His guys lead here early stages third quarter. Bradley to James. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Harden in possession. His guys down by 9. To Rivers. Here comes the screen. Austin Rivers to Harden. Driving right to the basket. No good and no foul.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Danny Green to James. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
JaVale McGee, couple of free throws on the way. History not on his side. 58% from the line. First free throw is good. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Rivers with the basketball. His guys trail by 10.
Green, get over, get over.
Harden. Deep left corner. To Harden. Lets it fly from long range. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. Danny Green to James. Slams it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
It's in the hands of James Harden. To Rivers. Probing the defense. Harden to Covington. Harden. That's good D. Shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Can't miss those. Rivers into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Here comes the screen. Shot for James Harden. And he hits. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
To James. Short jumper misses. Covington to Harden. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Bradley to James. Anthony Davis lets it fly. No good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. The free throw's good, and they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. Take stock of the floor. Here's a chance from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Harden. And he scores. They took a big step, but they'll count the bucket.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
To Bradley. Baseline drive. A lot of contact, no whistle.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
JaVale McGee has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Oops, he missed the first one. Second one's good. Splits the pair. James Harden at the controls. Surveys the floor. To Harden. Here comes the screen. 2-point shot for James Harden. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Anthony Davis matched up with P.J. Tucker. James to Davis. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. To Davis. Fires the three. Off the iron. No good. The follow won't go either. Harden with it up top. Trailing by 10. To Covington. Down to 5 on the 24. Tucker. From long range. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
LeBron James. Harden's on him. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots, shooting 66% in this contest. First one, counted. And he makes them both.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy.
Houston takes over to P.J. Tucker. James sizing up Eric Gordon. To Danny Green. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First try, no good. Missed the second as well. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Down a dozen. Rockets with 4 to shoot. To P.J. Tucker, beyond the arc for 3. Tucker, dead on three-point shooter. Tough to guard.
I got to be real here. I think he was the only one expecting to shoot that shot. The crowd, the coaching staff, every other player on the court, and myself, all of our mouths are left wide open right now.
Bradley to James. Down for McGee. Off the assist.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Houston with the basketball. Austin Rivers to P.J. Tucker. Going to launch beyond the arc. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Rivers with the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. To P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. Tucker. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Runner's good there.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. From the outside, no good. Rockets in control of the basketball. Screen coming. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Carroll shot no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Davis. To James.
I'm here. Oh, yeah.
5 to shoot for Los Angeles. James. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Tucker. And stuffs it home.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. James to Caldwell Pope. Terrific vision. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Rivers into the front court. 9-point margin. Throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
LeBron James, defended by Tyson Chandler. It's a big finish.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
And now Houston has the basketball. Here comes the screen. Carroll, guarded by Morris. Probing the defense, Austin Rivers. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Oh, he had him there for a second. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
James to Bradley. Oh, he had it. And he's going to the free throw line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one goes down. Two for two on that trip. Rockets have the ball. Austin Rivers. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
James into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Trying to cash in. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Working the outside to Rivers. Fires the three. And that's rebounded by Kuzma. LeBron with it up top. They can get a 2 for 1 if they hurry. To Kyle Kuzma. Bradley. Nothing going here on that drive. LeBron James wants it. And the rebound taken by Chandler. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. It's Bradley with the rebound. 3 quarters down with the Lakers in command. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Harden with the basketball. His guys currently down by 13. Doesn't have the touch. No good. LBJ with it. To Caldwell Pope. Missed a wide open look. Sizing up the defense. Harden in possession. His guys trail by 13. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Not that time. Bradley to James. Harden into the front court. He'll run the offense. Screen coming. To Covington. Harden. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
LBJ has it. JaVale McGee to Bradley. Short jumper stays out.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Not that, and a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Bradley to James. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. And he missed the free throw. Harden in possession. His guys trail by 10. To P.J. Tucker. To Harden. Here comes the screen. Harden. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Harden with it up top. Trailing by 10. Tucker to Covington. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
P.J. Tucker trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Off the mark at the line. Rondo into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Can't connect. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Gets it in the left corner. For 3. Well defended. Covington's a tough matchup. LeBron into the front court. His team on top by 8. To Caldwell-Pope. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Austin Rivers. To Covington. Has a chance. Shot by Covington is no good. Another shot stays out. Caldwell-Pope against Gordon. And scores. Strong take.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Gordon with it. The deficit now up to 12. To Covington. Here comes the screen. Covington to Rivers. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Trying to cash in. Gordon with a shot off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Goes to the right side. Caldwell Pope to Danny Green. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Here's James. And the rebound taken in by the Rockets. To Rivers.
Hey, lock up.
Covington down to Chandler. It was right there.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
James defended by Tucker. And the Rockets clear the board. Rivers with the basketball. Down 12. To Covington. Lets it fly from long range. Yes! Three-pointer is good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
I know the fans didn't get a chance to hear this during the break, but the coaches are wearing a mic for the broadcast. I heard a lot of arguing inside the huddle. It lets you know that the intensity level is pretty high going into the fourth.
Changes coming from both sides right now. LeBron matched up with P.J. Tucker. Danny Green to James. Deep right corner. To James. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Covington to P.J. Tucker. Austin Rivers. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Lakers ball. LeBron James, defended by Tyson Chandler. To Danny Green. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Covington. Fires the three. Can't connect. Green with a shot, no good. Covington to Rivers. To P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. From long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Rondo with the basketball. The lead stands at 9. James, defended by Tucker. Sheer strength to slam it down. He ran right through the gauntlet.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
Covington. 5 seconds to shoot. From the outside, no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Here's James with a chance. Deep 2 there, won't go. To Rivers. And scores on a nifty dance to the basket. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win a championship.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Here's Rondo with it. It's a 9-point lead. Not done yet. And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis. And a chance at 3.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Anthony Davis at the line for a chance at a 3-point play, shooting 80% in this contest. Free throw try, slams it home on the putback.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Covington to Harden. To P.J. Tucker. Beyond the arc for 3. Missed it. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
This is basketball one-on-one. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy lay.
Across the timeline comes James. It's an 11-point game. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Can't get the bounce.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
Down to Chandler. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
LeBron James takes on Eric Gordon. A A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Here comes the screen. Harden to Covington. Rockets with 4 to shoot. 4-3. And McGee there for the rebound. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
The Lakers get the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers emerged victorious after a tight finish. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Rockets just couldn't close this one out. Sure, it's great they shot so well from 3, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
LeBron James gets rewarded for the way he provided his teammates with plenty of easy baskets. His assist total is certainly indicative of his clever playmaking.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports.